All right, so we got our sliced brisket from. It's our beef is from Good Stock. It's a Texas Black Angus. That's all we use for our brisket. Then we've got our smoked turkey, which is crowd favorite. And then we also have our spare ribs. It's got a dry rub on it. It's kind of got a sweet, spicy to it. And then these are our smoked sausages. We have our pork garlic right here, and then we have our jalapeno cheese pork garlic there. So those are our top two sausage sellers there. And then we got our chicken. You get it by the half or the whole. These are halves cut into half. These are half hogs that we smoke about 3 to 4 hours on there. And then we also have some different sides. We got our I call it Mimi's macaroni. So this is the same recipe that my grandma used to make it for the holidays, macaroni. And then we have our baked potato salad that we make in-house here. And then our crowd favorite is, and I'm not a big greens person, but our collard greens are they're savory, they're sweet, kind of spicy with bacon, garlic, fresh collard greens that are cooked for about 2 hours and then let soak for about an hour. And then we have our Texas caviar, which is black beans, corn, pinto beans with a vinaigrette, sweet vinaigrette with bell peppers, and it's a great balance. It's refreshing. It's great as a dip or anything like that. And this is a kind of an old staple. It's a ranch beans, it's kind of what my grandpa started with. It's a savory kind of bean. It's got cumin and some different things in it, but it's really good. And then also all our barbecue comes, we have a condiment bar with, you get okra, onions, pickles, and jalapenos. Welcome to Dozier's Barbecue in Fulshear, Texas. We're going to give you a tour today. Come with me. So welcome into our store. We got our general store over here, which has got canned goods. We got our meat market and our barbecue side over here. Our establishment will seat about 189 people, plus we got an outdoor seating with a patio. We do live bands on the weekends, instead of anywhere from 90 to 100 people on our patio. So I would like to kind of direct you this way. Our general store, our country store, has our canned goods. I think we have over 90 different canned goods. We have our peaches from Fredericksburg. We've got our farmhouse pickles, which are from East Texas. Everything is privately labeled and canned for us. We've got our grande salsa to our my father-in-law's favorite, the hot chow chow. We've got a full line of canned goods, from dressings to honey, local honey, and then also we got Brazos Reserve Provision Company, which is a local canning company that cans out in Rosenberg. So if you look here on the wall, this is my great-grandpa, Ed Dozier, who started this in 1957. He's one of the first 10 barbecue contestant in the World Championship of Barbecue. He was one of the grand champions back in the day. So he did it for the first, I think, 10 years of the original rodeo, Houston rodeo back in the day. But if you take a look, we also offer some different Texas Hill Country olive oil, to our own brisket rub, Ed's rub, to our fig preserve, and then we have a toasted pecan syrup, and then also we have our goat milk lotions, bars. These are all from Fredericksburg Farms over here in Texas. A lot of the stuff that we carry is Texas-based, Texas products. We got our skeeter blocker, which is a natural mosquito repellent that works well with even sand fleas and everything else. If you take a look right up here, this is my great-grandpa back in the early 60s cooking on the original pits that we have out in the yard out there. But that was my uncle and grandpa right there on there. But I'd love to take you to the meat market. We are a smokehouse, so we make 12 different smokehouse smoked sausages. We've got German to a jalapeno cheese to a sweet chipotle venison. We've got an elk sausage, as well as a lot of different varieties of different sausages. All these are made in-house. We make anywhere from 300 to 500 different sausages, pounds of sausage a week. If you look right up here, we've got this old scale dating back to the early 60s that was used all the way up until 2007. Then we took it out of commission in 2007. But also, we have this cheese slicer. I believe it's from the 1920s. Someone told me 1920s, 1930s. So we would put pinwheels of cheese on there, and we would slice wedges of cheese out of there. Not only are we do a smokehouse, we're a meat market as well. We do hand cut steaks from ribeyes, fillets to strips, and then we also do pork chops, ground meat, pan sausage, and everything like that. And then also our bacon. We got two different kind of bacons. We got a peppered bacon, and we've got our original bacon, which is our presidential bacon. The reason we call it the presidential bacon, in the early 90s, George W. Bush came here, ate here at the establishment, loved it, fell in love with our bacon, and we would ship hundreds of pounds of bacon to the White House. The Secret Service come pick it up, and it would get flown to the White House so that it would feed the president and the family and those that attended the White House. If you walk this way, we have the original butcher block, which is dated basically in the 1960s. This was always used all the way until the early till 85, I believe, this butcher block. But it's probably weighs good 700, 800 pounds. And if you look here, it's been seasoned, it's well worn. It's cut many a brisket, many a sausage on there. And then if you look in the picture here, this is a sketch of Ed Dozier, the founder of Dozier's Barbecue. And then this was his daughter, which is my grandma, who's a part of this legacy that we want to keep continuing. We're excited to bring this back in the family. We brought Dozier's back into the family a year ago, and we want to continue his legacy, continue what he was proud of and excited about. But I also want to show you our barbecue side aspect. If you look right here, this is the original register. It's got register / cash box. So back in the day when people would come and buy something. So Dozier's was not only just a barbecue restaurant or a meat market, it was the place you bought your onions, the place you bought your sugar. It was the grocery store. It was a grocery store / meat market / you could get a hot meal. And also it was kind of the local bank. My grandpa would loan money out or cash checks out, so it was the center of the town. And I joke with the city that city of Fulshear wouldn't have been here unless my grandpa was here, because he brought everyone to this town who discovered this charm of Fulshear, Texas. And I want to continue to discover what the charm of this little city is and continue his legacy. But this cash box here, you would keep the cash under here, the change, and then you would put your ticket would get written for your groceries or whatever you purchase, and then end of the week or end of the month, you would come pay your bill in. But on this side, we call it our barbecue side. Like I mentioned earlier, we can sit anywhere from 120 to 130 on this side. With our patio on the through the walkway there, we can sit anywhere from 85 to 90. If you take a look on the wall, we have some old pictures of Fulshear downtown, the original Fulshear downtown, and then also the new the rebuild. So in 1910, Fulshear burnt down to the ground. If you look at this picture, that's where the original downtown was in 1910. In 1911, the city got rebuilt after the fire, and that's what was the rebuild of Fulshear. If you look here, this Fulshear drugstore here, these are for these 5 horsemen, or the Briscoe and the Huggins, some different namesakes of the town. And if you look kind of right here, that's my great grandpa and my great grandma and my grandma. And we believe that was in the 1940s when the city had dirt on the road still. So if you kind of walk back this way and look on our walls here, we have some original rodeo posters from the 1978 all the way to 82. So you have when Johnny Cash was at the rodeo, you have Dolly Parton, you've got some of these big namesakes that attended the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and kind of where the barbecue world championship all started. And my grandpa was a part of that, and proud to be a part of the first being part of the first kind of rodeo and rodeo cook-off, barbecue cook-off. If you kind of work this way, we've got our barbecue line, serving line, our menu. You kind of order your meat here and work your way through the line. and through our register this way. But if you come along the wall over here, we have our 1960s pricing of our menu, and this is, it's hard to imagine that you could get a sliced beef sandwich for 65 cents or a chopped beef for 60 cents. But August 12th, we did a relaunch and brought the old menu back for one day only from 11 to 2. We served over 350 plates at the original 1960 pricing. I believe we gave out 30 briskets. I don't know how many 100 pounds of sausage, but it was a great relaunch and great to give back to the community and give back to Fulshear, what my grandpa was all about, giving back to the community. If we walk this way, we have our patio. Our patio is a new addition to this. In 2019, the second owners of Dozier Barbecue was Scott and Smedley, who had it from 85 till 2019. In 2019, a group came in and kind of gave it a facelift and a remodel, and we added this patio on here. So this patio is, I think it's 2,500 square feet patio with a stage, outdoor lighting, fans, great outdoor environment. It's dog friendly, so you can bring your dog out here. You can bring out your family. We have plenty of yard to run in. We've done many of weddings, done many of events on this patio here, but it's a great establishment. Great picture-worthy backdrop here for the city of Fulshear. It's done by a guy in 2021 by the name of Willie, and he did a great job of painting this up. And our tables, the picnic tables, kind of match the colors of that here. But this is a great addition if you want to come hang out, enjoy some beers and some live music. We do have live music on Saturdays when the weather gets right. So in about a week or two, we'll be kicking off bands here on the patio. I'm not 100% sure who is our first band here, but here in a few weeks we should be having bands coming here. If we walk this way, we can go take a tour of the pit room and kind of walk through where the magic happens in this establishment. We have a big operation. This property is about 9,000 square feet. So we've got everything from sausage processing room to pits to a meat market to 9 walk-ins. We can store a lot of stuff in here. If you step in here, so this is where the magic happens. This is where 80% of our food is cooked, made. If you look to the right over here, this is our sausage smokehouse. This is where we put 500 pounds of trucks in to get smoked weekly, and from all the 10 to 12 different smoked sausages that we have. Everything we use is pecan smoked. We source our pecan from out in Simonton and Brookshire. So these are all pecan trees from the area. And a lot of people ask why we use pecan. Pecan is a prevalent in this area, in this region. And that's what my grandpa had access to. So he started on pecan, and we've continued that tradition of using pecan because pecan gives it a nice aroma of smoke and a unique taste to the meats and to the sausages. If you walk this way, we've got our 2 Mobergs that we fire up and use quite often. But our prize jewel is our rotisserie pit, which is what we do probably 80% of our product on. We tend to use this rotisserie because it gives it a even cook. This rotisserie my grandpa bought in 1970. And to my knowledge, it's never had any. It's been running since 1970. It's never broken down. It's been maintained, but it is seasoned, and it's a workhorse. If you look now, we have some briskets that are in here, and pulled porks for today. We've already pulled the chickens and the turkeys and the smoked sausage off for the day, but we've got some porks here that will cook for about 8 to 12 hours, depending on the size. Our briskets we cook for about 18 hours at 225, 250, and we use like I said, non-pecan smoke. So our blend on the briskets is more than salt and pepper. We use the same rub that my great grandpa used back in the day. We call it the Ed's rub, and it's what we use on those briskets there. If you kind of walk this way, if you look on these doors here, we won't open them up, but these are the original smokehouses, kind of where the sausage was made back in the day. You can see the charring around the thing. You can see the smoke on the roof line there. Many of pounds of sausage were made there, and it's just a reminder to where it all began in these rooms in the early 1960s. If you walk this way, this is our sausage production room. This is where we grind, we stuff, and we season sausage, smoked sausage. We do quite a bit of sausage during the week, depending on the season. We just got done sending 400 pounds of sausage to the Air Force Academy, and they fell in love with it. And then we've got our mixer grinder to our stuffer here. The stuffer is probably 30 years old, but it's a workhorse to get in. And the guys have our deer. We do a venison sausage, so this is alpine deer. It's a domestic deer that is approved for consumption, so that we can make deer sausage for the consumer. So we do a venison pork garlic, and we do a venison jalapeno cheese. But this is kind of where the second place where everything happens with a sausage. So kind of walk through our menu. So we have brisket, pulled pork, smoked sausage. We do 2 different sausages. We do a pork garlic, jalapeno cheese on the line. We also do a spare rib and a smoked turkey on there. But also you can do it by the pound, half pound, quarter pound, 1 slice, 2 slices. And then also we have plates. We have a 1 meat plate, 2 meat plate, 3 meat plate with 2 sides. And we also do a lunch plate Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. We do a 1 meat for, I believe it's 17 with 2 sides there. And then also we've got about 6 or 7 different sides. We got collard greens to baked potato salad to a slaw to Texas caviar, pinto beans, ranch beans, mac and cheese, and then green beans. Those will wrap up our sides. All our sides are homemade, fresh daily. Our briskets are all smoked every day, so we're going to cook them from 18 hours. We cook 7 days a week. Our ribs are put on at about 6 in the morning, pulled off about 10:30. All our baked potatoes are smoked on a pit, so we smoke them for about 3 hours. And they're the jumbo large size 40 count potatoes, 50 count potatoes, or 40 count potatoes on those. And then we also do a banana pudding. We have pecan pie, and then also that's it for the dessert. So we have banana pudding and pecan pie for that. We also offer a kids plate, which is $10, which is a 1 meat, 1 side. We have different varieties of different stuff. We have family packs for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're all on our website or all on our menu. And then also we have, with walking into the holidays, we have our holiday menu just released last week. We have a whole turkey, 9 to 11 pounds. We got a pit ham, which is about 5 to 7 pounds. And we do a whole brisket. And then all the sides. We do a green bean casserole to sweet potato casserole to our mac and cheese, green beans, pinto beans, ranch beans. So all those are available for the holidays. You order the sides anywhere from half pint to quart to individual sides. We offer all those as well. So we offer pecans here. We have raw, shelled, cracked. Then we'll also have flavored pecans. The flavored pecans come from Fredericksburg. My uncle's a pecan farmer, and it comes from Fredericksburg Pecan Company. And he bags these up for us and flavors these, and we sell them in the store. So we try to bring everything that we can find in Texas and sell it here, because we're proud of our state, proud of our heritage and where we come from. You just want the Heinz and the thing?
Yeah. I mean, they're not big enough. I mean, the roast is okay, but we got bigger, you know?
What about tender?
Tenders you want to leave in there, right?
Yeah, I'll leave the tender.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the head, are we throwing the head away for you?
I'll take care of it.
Oh, you got the head. Gotcha.
Yeah. And if you can, I'll keep the bones too.
Okay, perfect.
Dog loves them.
Yeah. What we tell the hunters, every deer is cut individually. So if you look right here, so none of our deers are mixed. We cut every deer one by one. So we'll pull one deer out, debone it. It will get batched. Every deer has a tag of who is it from with phone number, and then also an order, and that will be cut according to that deer. So if you look if you walk in this way, if you look, each deer has got its own basket thing. So we don't. There's no mixing. There's no anything. The only thing we mix and add in is pork for like sausage or burger, whatever it may be. But every deer is cut individually. It is individually marked. So every deer is cut one by one. That's why it takes it a little longer to process, because we're individually cutting the specific order. It's some places will mix all the deer together and then get jalapeno cheese out of this, whatever. Now ours is hand cut and mixed by hand. No other deer added to your order there. So and you on your notes you'll get if the shoulder is shot and bone fragment in there, we'll note it on your account. Say, hey, you're missing a little bit of venison because of the shoulder got shot out. We had one this morning like that we notify the customer. But yeah, we'll take in probably anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 deers this season. This is kind of what we call youth weekend and bow season. So that's kind of the small influx. And then starting today and on, we'll have influx of deer. So we'll take in anywhere from 10 to 20 deer a day, starting from today on. So yeah, this is kind of our deer house. It's an old building, but that's where it gets it done. And that kind of wraps it up for our barbecue tour. We thank Kevin's Barbecue Joint and Kevin's Barbecue YouTube channel for coming out and doing this today. We appreciate it.